Want to know how to successfully grow Anthurium foliage? It's all about understanding the uniqueness of these plants and the importance of their leaves, which are undoubtedly their most striking feature. These large, glossy leaves come in a variety of shapes and sizes, boasting colors from vibrant green to radiant red, soft pink, and even jet black. These leaves are not just about aesthetics, they play a pivotal role in the plant's survival, being the primary site for photosynthesis. This process, where plants convert sunlight into energy, is vital for the Anthurium's growth and overall health. Additionally, the leaves help regulate the plant's temperature and maintain its water balance, further emphasizing their importance. Caring for Anthurium leaves is not as daunting as it might seem. They require bright, indirect sunlight and thrive in moist, well-draining soil. Regular watering is key, but be careful not to overdo it, as the soil should never be left soggy. Like any other plant, Anthurium leaves have their share of potential threats. These include pests such as scale insects, mealybugs, and aphids, as well as diseases like leaf spot, root rot, and wilt. But don't let this deter you. With a watchful eye and careful handling, these issues can be managed effectively, ensuring your Anthurium plant continues to flourish. In the world of indoor plants, Anthurium foliage stands out as a popular choice. Their relative ease of care, coupled with the tropical flair they add to any home, make them a favorite among plant enthusiasts. From the common Anthurium andreanum, known for its large, heart-shaped leaves, to the variety of other types, each one brings its own unique touch to the mix. So, whether you're a seasoned plant lover or a newbie looking to add some green to your space, Anthurium foliage is worth considering. With the right care, these plants can thrive for many years, proving to be a beautiful and easy to care for addition to any home. Keeping these points in mind, let's dive into the world of Anthurium foliage. Did you know there are various types of Anthurium foliage? That's right, these tropical beauties come in a wide array of shapes, sizes, and colors, each with its own unique charm. Let's delve into the world of Anthuriums and discover some of the most popular types. First up is the Anthurium andreanum. Known as the flamingo flower or tail flower, this is the most common type of Anthurium you'll find. Its heart-shaped glossy leaves are a vibrant green, providing a lush backdrop for its striking waxy flowers that come in red, pink, or white. Next, meet the Anthurium clarinervium. This one's a real showstopper with its velvety heart-shaped leaves marked by distinct contrasting veins. It's often sought after by plant collectors for its unique, textured foliage. Then there's the Anthurium veitchi, fondly known as the king Anthurium. Living up to its royal title, this plant boasts long, pendulous leaves that can grow up to 6 feet. Its dramatic, rippling leaves make it a magnificent addition to any plant collection. Let's not forget the Anthurium superbum, aptly named for its superb bird's nest-like growth. Its dark green, lance-shaped leaves grow upright, giving the plant an interesting architectural look. Last, but certainly not least, is the Anthurium crystallinum. With its dark green leaves and striking silver veins, this plant is a true gem in the world of Anthuriums. Its shimmering, crystalline foliage is sure to catch anyone's eye. All these types of Anthuriums, with their diverse appearances, share a common love for warm, humid environments and bright, indirect light. Each has its own particular needs when it comes to water, soil, and feeding, so make sure to research the specific needs of your Anthurium to help it thrive. Understanding the types of Anthurium foliage is the first step to successful growth. Each type offers its own unique aesthetic appeal, and knowing their individual care requirements will ensure they continue to brighten your home with their tropical charm. What are the ideal conditions for Anthurium foliage growth? For a thriving Anthurium plant, it's all about balance. The right amount of light, moisture, and soil conditions play a crucial role in the successful growth of Anthurium foliage. Anthuriums love bright spaces, but not direct sunlight. A spot that gets plenty of indirect light is the best location for these tropical beauties. Direct sunlight can cause the leaves to turn yellow and even burn, so it's important to manage the light exposure. If you're growing your Anthurium indoors, a north or east-facing window is an ideal spot. Now let's talk about moisture. Anthuriums originate from the rainforests of Central and South America, where the environment is humid and the soil is well-draining. To replicate this, your Anthurium needs moist soil, but be careful not to overwater. The soil should never be soggy, as it can lead to root rot. a common issue for these plants. A good rule of thumb is to water your Anthurium when the top inch of the soil feels dry to the touch. The quality of the soil is just as important. Anthuriums prefer a well-draining soil mix that is rich in organic matter. You can create your own mix using equal parts of peat moss, pine bark, and perlite, or use a high-quality orchid mix. This will ensure that the water drains well, preventing the roots from sitting in water and promoting healthy root growth. Temperature and humidity also matter. Anthuriums prefer a warm environment with temperatures between 65 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity levels should be high, ideally between 80 and 100%. You can increase humidity around your plant by placing it on a tray filled with pebbles and water, or by using a humidifier. Creating the right environment is crucial for Anthurium foliage growth. By providing bright, indirect light, maintaining the right moisture balance, and using well-draining soil, you can create the ideal conditions for your Anthurium to flourish. What about pests and diseases that can affect Anthurium foliage? Well, being a plant lover, it's essential to know that even the most cared-for plants can fall prey to pests and diseases. But don't worry, with a keen eye and a bit of know-how, you can keep your Anthurium foliage healthy and thriving. Let's discuss the common pests first. Scale insects, mealybugs, and aphids are the usual suspects. These tiny creatures can be tough to spot, but their damage, which includes yellowing leaves and stunted growth, is hard to miss. If you notice any of these signs, closely inspect the underside of the leaves and the stems, where these pests often hide. What's the solution? Insecticidal soap or neem oil can be your best allies. These treatments are safe for your Anthurium foliage, but deadly for the pests. Simply spray it onto the affected areas, making sure to get the undersides of leaves where pests like to hide. Repeat this process every few days until the pests are gone. Now, on to diseases. Leaf spot, root rot, and wilt are the most common diseases that can affect your Anthurium foliage. These are often caused by overwatering or poor drainage. Yellowing leaves, wilting, and a general decline in plant health can be signs of these diseases. Your first line of defense is prevention. Ensure your Anthurium foliage is potted in well-draining soil, and be careful not to overwater. If you suspect your plant is already affected, remove any diseased leaves or stems, and consider repotting in fresh soil. If the problem persists, you may want to consult with a local plant expert or extension service. Remember, every plant enthusiast encounters pests and diseases at some point. It's all part of the journey, but with a bit of vigilance and care, you can ensure your Anthurium foliage remains healthy and vibrant. Preventing and treating pests and diseases will ensure the health and beauty of your Anthurium foliage. So keep a keen eye, don't be afraid to take action, and your Anthurium foliage will thank you with lush, vibrant leaves. How do we ensure the best care for Anthurium leaves? That's a question you might find yourself asking as you bring these tropical beauties into your home. The answer lies in 3 key elements: light, water, and nutrition. Firstly, let's talk about light. Anthurium leaves thrive in bright but indirect light. These plants are accustomed to the dappled sunlight of the rainforest floor, so direct sunlight can be a bit too intense for them. Direct sunlight might scorch the leaves, leaving them with unsightly brown patches. So, place your Anthurium plant near a window with filtered light, or in a spot that gets plenty of ambient light. Next up, water. Anthurium leaves love to be kept moist, but not waterlogged. Overwatering can lead to root rot, a common plant disease that can be fatal. So, how do you strike the right balance? Well, a good rule of thumb is to water your Anthurium when the top inch of soil feels dry to the touch. This method ensures that the plant gets enough water without the soil becoming soggy. Lastly, we have nutrition. Anthurium leaves need a monthly dose of fertilizer. A balanced houseplant fertilizer should do the trick. Just remember to follow the instructions on the packaging to avoid over-fertilizing. Over-fertilization can lead to salt buildup in the soil, which can harm the plant. So there you have it. Bright, indirect light, regular watering when the top inch of soil is dry, and monthly fertilization. These are your keys to ensuring the best care for Anthurium leaves. But remember, avoid direct sunlight and overly soggy soil. These can be detrimental to your plant's health. Proper leaf care is vital for the longevity and beauty of Anthurium foliage. With a bit of attention and care, your Anthurium leaves can thrive, bringing a touch of the tropical to your home for many years to come. Let's summarize the key points to successfully grow Anthurium foliage. We've explored a vibrant world of plants filled with striking colors and